Nick of
Pull
time.
over here.
Just in the nick of time, it's Denise Longton joining us in her mobile.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, what's happening? Happening.
You know,
Another
the
day,
huge.
another. Yeah. Yeah. So,
I
wow,
do
it's
love
Monday.
Mondays. Wow, it
Yeah.
is. I'm going to pull over here so I can not be driving. And
Yeah. Don't want to be driving, talking, videoing, zooming, all that stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So,
It's
hey,
kind of frowned upon.
so we're saying wow because the question is this is our topic today is wow. Are you creating the wow factor? So I've had a lot of people who are looking at, and you and I have talked about this numerous times, and they're looking at certain people and certain groups or certain individuals, whether they be influencers or even just really, BBOs. And I've got one particular BBO who's new, but she creates a lot of wow factor in their post. Now, what does that mean? What does the wow factor mean? What does it mean to
A
you,
little
Denise?
hook means
A
to
little.
have a hook. Like you got to stop people in their tracks so they don't scroll on by.
You got to stop people in their tracks so they don't scroll on by. Absolutely. And so when you see people who host stuff and you go, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, Denise, did you know that? Let's talk about
Yeah.
parasites. Let's talk about graphene that's in the shot. Let's talk about long haulers. Let's talk about what's going on as far as somebody from Louisiana wants to talk to me.
Talk about your phone.
Let's talk about my phone. So think about that for a second. When you say, are you does you just said it? Does your post have a hook?
Hmm.
Does it stop the scroll? You see, people
Yeah,
look
and
at social
I'm gonna
media.
say, I was just gonna say, I um I notice because I've done it myself. You go to post something that you're really convinced about or passionate about, but then you think you don't want to be so absolute because you don't want to tick people off.
Right?
That's when your post isn't going to have the wow factor. Do you know
If
what
you're,
I'm saying? Like
oh
if
yeah,
you're afraid to um, rub people the wrong way, or you're
yeah,
afraid that someone's going to come back to you and say, no, no, it's not. Um, that's when it might be a little bit too soft on the edges to stop somebody's scroll.
mm-hmm. And I always refer back to headlines. So
Mm.
think about that as you're standing in the grocery store and you see the magazines and the Inquirer. Is that the name of the thing? Inquirer. My mom used to love the Inquirer. I think it's the Inquirer.
Oh,
Yeah,
like yeah, yeah.
yeah. They sell millions of copies of those every month, and half of their stuff is just crap. Just not
Hmm.
even you know. But
Well,
they
any
hook.
magazine, like any magazine, almost all women's magazines have some kind of weight loss thing on it, right? That makes it sound like, next week you'll be at the weight you want. Now, if all these things were true, everybody would be skinny. But that's
Everybody.
not the case but it's what people want to hear, it's what stops them. But if it said maybe it's possible that you could lose some weight, we don't know, nobody's going to pick it up.
So, reels and stories have a tendency to be more real and live. Live videos are powerful if you put headlines on there or you put a caption on there, or if you're talking about something that people are interested in, that like you just said, weight loss or getting in shape, or if you look at the posts that people are getting attention on, what causes them? So some of our top producers right now are talking about lots of effects with heavy metals, toxins, parasites. toxins in the jab, even in the child, stuff that they get when they get 12 months old. They get this new thing that's got like 30 different things in there. Well, let's be real. I mean, there's lots of statistics out there that talk about how harmful that is to children. That's a wow factor.
Yeah.
And I like what you just said, which is if you're afraid that, wonder what somebody's going to think, then you're taking the wow factor out of it.
Yeah. I know. I've been guilty of that a lot of times because, I don't want to offend this person.
Yeah.
But, and also there is always two sides to a story, almost always, right? So, but still, that wow factor is really the extreme end.
Yep. Happy Monday, Allie. And so I want to show you this right here. Okay. This is my Facebook, and this is the way people look at Facebook. See, this right here has got $1,000 challenge. Now that's here in Leland. It's a weight loss. I don't know what it is, some kind of thing. But see, that stopped my scroll when I was looking at it earlier, which is why it's popping up again. You scroll through here and you're looking at stuff and you go, what is going to stop my Oh, look at that picture. That's a picture I posted. It's in Myrtle Beach. And this big Ferris wheel here that Ferris wheel was a blast to ride. Last time I was on that Ferris wheel, it was beautiful weather. You can see for miles and miles and miles. And so when you look at the wow factor, I've got 50 comments, 4 shares, and 98 likes. And I posted it, last night late. And then let me tell you what's even more interesting is when you look at, and if you are able to on your page, I can go on my page and look at See Insights. Okay. So if I look at See Insights on this particular picture, this particular has been seen by 1,113 people on my insights. That picture has been stopped and looked at by 1,113 people. So you think, well, 98 likes and 50 comments, not a big deal. Okay. But as you scroll, that's a big topic right now. What gets you to stop your scroll? That definitely stops my scroll because I drive a motorhome, and I've seen people get close to that. So what is the wow factor? What is going to stop the scroll? What is going to get people to look at your post? And so I've heard people say, oh, well, I don't like so-and-so's post, or listen, if you're not getting any haters, you're not getting the wow factor.
Correct.
I'm just being real.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That is. I mean, that is the long and short of it, really.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's important to think about what you're posting, what you're putting out there. What your goal is. Are you looking to get, hey, am I looking to get sales off of my post? Am I looking to attract people to our products? Am I looking to get their attention? Am I looking to, what is your goal?
Are you looking to get people to click on your link?
Here's one right here. Top 5 aluminum toxic foods to avoid. Now that's a lot of wording on there. And so I've been told that that Facebook kind of doesn't shadow ban it, but you don't get a lot. But look, 48 comments, 95. It was posted 18 hours ago. But if you look, they've also got hashtags here. I would have hashtagged detox on that because detox is a popular word.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just sitting here scrolling as we were thinking, look at this. Make any woman obsessed with you over hypnosis. Well, you can hypnotize them. Wow. But
what a way to get a date.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's funny because some of the stuff you see makes you laugh, right? Humor's good.
But it stops you.
It stops you to look at it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And guess what happens when you stop to scroll? It knows what you look at and what you stop and look at. Right?
I know. It's kind of creepy.
And next thing you know, you see more of it. Yeah. So just wanted to comment about that today and tell everybody that today is October the 9th. And you know what tomorrow is, and you know how I know, because it stopped my scroll and it's in my face. It's
What?
Prime Day on Amazon tomorrow and Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I should know that because they advertise it every 5 seconds.
The
Yeah,
10th and 11th is Prime Day. Yeah. And so, how do we know that? They're in your
'cause-
face with it.
and it's there's not a lot of words. There's not a lot of information. Just it's Prime Day, best deals.
Prime
That's
Day.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, wow factor. Think about your post. Think about what you're putting out there, whether it's on your page or in a group you're doing or whatever. You've got to get the wow factor. I see some stuff out there sometimes that I think, wow, how stupid is that? But guess what? I stopped and looked at it.
It wowed. Yeah, I get it.
There's a trainer out there who, and I won't say their name, and I really won't this time, but all their pictures, they had their mouth wide open. And I'm like, that's the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen. Why do you do? So for me to think, why do you do that all the time? Why do you have your mouth wide? There's people that I know who post pictures like that. And every time they got their mouth like wide open. And I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. But guess what? I stopped and looked at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then I see more of them, and again, it makes me like, why am I seeing more of this? I'm not stopping. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not even going to glance at that stupid thing.
Oh, the algorithms.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So social
That's
media.
good tips.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Think
11,
about
11.
it. Think about what you're putting out there. Think about what you're posting. Think about it as if it's going to get their attention. Hey, Lori. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Allie. We already said that to someone, but are you getting their attention? Are you creating the wow factor? Are you stopping the scroll?
Give
That's
it
the
a try.
question. Yeah. What's your intent of your post? So anyway, what else you got going
Give
on
it a try
today?
this week.
Huh?
I'm going, well, I sold the van. I told you.
Sold her van.
The van is going to be no longer, you guys. No more jumping the battery every minute. No more putting air in the tires every time I go out. No more, getting stranded in Syracuse. Yes. Bye-bye.
Nice, nice. That'll be good. Well, listen, we woke up this morning here at the beach in North Carolina to 45 degrees. It was a wow factor.
It's 50 degrees here right now. Not
Okay.
so wowing for us, but
Not so wow for y'all. So I woke up and I thought, what the heck is going on? It is freezing in here.
it's
Yeah,
fall.
it's up to 68 now. It didn't take long. So it's going to be up to 75 today. But so that makes me start looking at weather around the world. And I'm like, some of y'all, Lord, what in the world's going on? It's freezing cold. So
It's chilly.
yeah. All right, gang.
Happy Monday. Have a great week and try a post or two that's wowing and let us know how it goes.
Let us know how. Yeah, and you can even say, "Here's my wow post. Here's my or check this out or whatever." Let us know how it goes on your wow post.
Yeah.